Hey Dawson, welcome to the New Jersey Devils. I just want to know right off the bat, what was that moment like for you and your family?
I think it was just so exciting and so much joy and happiness within it. That was a big thing for me. I wanted to spend it with my family, and they came up to Chicoutimi with me, and I was just so excited when I heard my name finally called. And I don't think there was a better moment of that feeling in my hockey career yet.
When you can spend it in this way where you're not in a big arena, the way normally you would be drafted, is there something special about just being you guys together?
Yeah, for sure. That's what it is. The family side of it. Uh, that's the biggest thing for me. I wanted my family; they would be there for the big event if it happened in Montreal. But now that it's, everyone with the quarantine, and I think just spending it with them was the biggest thing for me here in Chicoutimi, because I'm back in Quebec already, and they made the trip up, flew up, to spend it with me, which was what I really wanted the most.
Dawson, after the 10th pick, going into numbers 11, 12, 13, etc., tell me what was going through your mind.
I think just the excitement, because you're just waiting and waiting for your name to finally be called. And I think it just builds up so much suspense. And when New Jersey finally called my name at 18, I was pretty pumped and excited, because it's a great organization to go to. They have a lot of young prospects, and I think the team has a bright future ahead of themselves.
Did you get the feeling that you were going to be selected by the Devils? How many times did you speak to them?
Honestly, I was just, I had the feeling with almost every team that rolled up on the block, and I was just waiting and waiting for the final confirmation of when my name actually did get called by them. And I'm not exactly too sure on how many calls and interviews, but I know that, when I finished my interviews, I was happy with every one of them, and I was openly ready for whichever team would have chose my name, and I'm very pleased that it's New Jersey.
Thank you and welcome.
What do you know about, who New Jersey is? You're joining a team with a relatively young squad of
The word character.
talent.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, they have a lot of young prospects and a young team there now with some high-end talents from the last couple of years. And I think the future is going to be bright for them. Right now, I think there's a lot of development throughout these young guys coming in. And all I can see is when we all turn at our highest potential, there's going to be great things happening.
The scouting report on you is that you're a very hard-working player. How did you get to be that way, and how would you describe yourself as a player?
Yeah, I feel like I'm that pretty skilled offensive guy. I can create a lot of time, like in the O zone, scoring opportunities by shooting or passing. But then also I like to have my two-way game, being responsible in the D zone, taking face-offs and on the PK. But my competitiveness has just always been within me and my family, just competing with my brother and growing up, and just, it followed in the hockey for the love and passion of the game. And I think it just comes out every time I step on the ice, during, if it's a game, a workout, or a practice, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to make sure I give it 100% and make sure I have no regrets.
Who's an NHL player that you look up to?
Dawson, character is a word.
Patrice Bergeron is the guy I've always looked at. I looked at him growing up as a kid. My dad was a fan of him, and, I just kept on looking up to him through the ages. He was a NHL jersey I got as a kid, and it was just a dream, to be able to compare myself to him and hear other people say his name. And that's the style of game I have. So I'm for sure just trying to bring that out in the future of my hockey.
Dawson, the character is a word that's often used to describe you. Brian Burke on Sportsnet tonight described you as a confident player with a very positive attitude. Character, is that something? Do you think that was sold on the Devils and other NHL teams, looking at you this year and last?
Yeah, I want to make sure I'm a good person, first of all. I think it's a big thing for me, treating others like the way I want to be treated, just like making sure that, you're friends with everyone. You don't have no one that you don't like. Or I feel like if everyone in the dressing room are your friends, or in the classroom, if you're all buddies, it's the best way to go. And I think just having that character is a big bonus for me. And it's something that I make sure I bring every day. Just making sure that I'm a good player, but also a good person off the ice and on the ice.
Did Cleary have an impact on you growing up?
Yeah, well, he was one of the players from Newfoundland that won the Stanley Cup, and I think that brings up a pretty big, I would say, woo or some type of word when it's just an exciting moment for him. And I was pretty young at the time, and just seeing the cup down there when I was on the side of the road, it just made you want to push and push and push, and to finally get drafted here. Now the next step is to make the NHL roster spot with New Jersey, and then hopefully win the Stanley Cup in the future.
One of the scouting reports says that one area you need to improve on is your skating. Is that an area that you've been focused on, and do you think during the time off that you improved?
Yeah, I think a lot of it's going to come when I put on some weight, get muscle, and I think there's a lot of things that's going to naturally occur that's going to help my skating in the future. And right now in juniors, I don't see it as like the issue, but when I get to playing against bigger, older, stronger players, I think when I put a couple pounds on, like I said, get stronger, I think it'll smoothen it out a lot nicely.
Dawson, did you see that Hendrix just got picked?
Yeah, I was coming on the interview and I just heard all the excitement out there. So for sure, I can't wait to go out and say congratulations to him later on. I'm pretty sure it's Washington, right?
Yeah. Just what do you think about possibly playing against him someday?
I think it's pretty good. Obviously, I played against him before I got traded to Chicoutimi, and now playing with him. So I had both sides of it already, and for sure, if we can play against each other, it'll be a pretty special moment just to relive it again.
Are you going to play a lot with him this year, like on the same line?
Yeah, I think right now we've been playing together ever since we got back for training camp and the games, and I think we have some good chemistry, and we're just going to make sure we keep on building off each other and pushing ourselves and each other, like I said, and I think it's only going to get better as the season goes on.
Dawson, I'm talking to some scouts about you. One of the things I said was your attention to detail was big in the defensive side of the game, but also on the offensive side, as far as fakes and creating space and that sort of thing. How have you developed that over the years in your game, and how do you plan to kind of keep taking it to the next level as your career continues here?
Yeah, I think details are a big thing, obviously, not just in life in general, like in hockey. It could be in the gym, working out, in the classroom, learning school. I think it's all a big thing. I think all the little details add up to pretty big results in the end, and I think a lot of them has paid off here today. And I'm just going to make sure I keep on doing it. Like I said, if for the hockey reference, in the D zone, just picking up your man, stick on puck, just, finishing your check. I think all these little things that go maybe unnoticed sometimes is a big thing that benefits maybe a team winning or losing that game. And in the O zone, just, make sure you're back checking, forechecking hard. I think doing all the things, like I said, that go not as noticeable as maybe the toe drag, but I like to pull off those every once in a while, but also I like to play that hard competitive game.